how to create abundance, how to magnetize abundance, how to become more abundant. Welcome to this video. This is me, Katerina Satori, coming to you from a sunny California. And in this video, I'd like to offer you a perspective and plant a seed. And it goes something like this. Abundance doesn't need to be created. It's already everywhere around you. What needs to be removed are the limitations that you hold within yourself that prevent you seeing and accessing the abundance that's already within you. I am a self-made entrepreneur, an immigrant from Russia who came here with pretty much nothing 17 years ago. My very first job in this country was a cleaner, cleaning hotel rooms. And what always moved me to create a different life was this inner fire to transcend what people told me was possible or was impossible, and to identify these voices of limitations within me. You know, that voice that tells you that you're not good enough, or that it's too late for you, or that if you go for your dream project or your dream business, you will never have time to enjoy yourself, right? And if you feel busy and stretched right now, forget it to reach for more. You will never have time or space in your life. Those are all the limits that show up as that limiting voice in our heads that says, don't even dare to reach for a better life. You know, let's just decide that abundance is for anybody else but me. So I here invite you to begin to track that voice, the voice of constriction, and begin to listen to the voice of possibilities, to the voice of the vision that you can always find in your heart. Your heart is the true messenger of your true potential. So abundance doesn't need to be created. Abundance only needs to be discovered. And the way you discover abundance first is by discovering what are the gifts that you came here to find in yourself, develop them to their true potential, and then offer them to the world. There is no such thing as something for nothing. We are all meant to find our true sacred work. There is no such a thing as not working in our lives, right? To me, my work is a full play. It's a devotion. It's a soul work. I have built a thriving business that is rooted in my true calling. But it wasn't always like that. It took almost 10 years of searching for my true path in life. And I'm here to share with you it was all worth it. Because in the journey of discovering my true path, unlocking my true gifts, I have learned to open myself up to the abundance of opportunities, abundance of friendships, abundance of beauty, abundance of courage within myself, right? Abundance in everywhere. We don't need to create it. We only get to remove the limitations that we have built within ourselves that stand in the way from us accessing that abundance. So how to make it practical? I invite you to begin to track any limiting thoughts that you notice and begin to track those thoughts and begin to replace them with new beliefs and new choices of how you choose to create a life that you are inspired by. You choose to create a life that is a testimonial of the triumph of the human spirit. It's a testimonial of what is possible when you say, I will not quit. And I am here for the journey of becoming my most inspiring, true, authentic self. That is possible. And in this time where these old ideas of financial stability is crumbling, we're all invited to make a choice. And the choice is this: do we choose to see ourselves as a co-creator of our reality, who is willing to dare to trust his or her inspiration and to follow it where it leads? Because you see, the world is filled with people who have great ideas, but who never ever make enough journey forward to make those ideas real. Be the one who is not only a dreamer, but a dreamer who is a weaver, who weaves his or her dreams into existence and turns his or her life into a true art form. I believe it's possible for everybody who is truly willing to believe in their mission, to find their vision, and to focus on becoming the field of abundance, the abundance of ideas, of creativity, of inspiration. What can you do today to take at least one idea that you have had for months and maybe for years and take a step forward, and take a step forward and keep taking step forward until that idea begins to take physical form? And then you begin to enjoy the process. You begin to enjoy the process. In my business, I support people to take their legacy projects and bring legacy visions into the world. I support movement makers, change makers, really incredible leaders to bring forward their true curriculum, their unique body of work. And it's so inspiring to my heart, because there was a chapter in my life where I did not feel abundant. I did not feel connected to my true path. But I never left the desire to find it and to liberate myself from those self-imposed limitations, or from the limitations of the culture, of the parents, or the peers who told me it's not possible for a woman, it's not possible for an immigrant, it's not possible, fill the blank. You be the pioneer in your family lineage who says it is possible when you keep on going, and when you remove limitations, and when you stop listening to that voice that says you can't, and you say, I am going to find out what is possible when I open myself up to the abundance of life, and I begin to live in service to others. I begin to find my talent, find my gifts, and I polish them. Because you see, we come to this reality with already encoded talents and gifts, but they are deeply buried within us. They need to be uncovered. They need to be polished. That is why mentors and teachers and coaches are so crucial on your path. They help you uncover and refine and develop your talents so much faster that you would be able to do it on your own. So if you're at the point where you know you need support, don't be the lonely wolf holding on to your isolation story. Be the one who seeks support. Be the one who invests in your self-development. Be the one who studies the most than anybody you know in your circle. Be the one who reads the most amount of books. Be the one who chooses to expand your abilities and your talents and become the most inspiring person you know, simply because it's so fun to live from the place of abundance instead of holding on to a story of scarcity. Yes, you may have come from a family of poverty like me. You may have come from a much more difficult circumstances than me or anybody you know. And let the story of your origin be a driving, igniting fire of the new story that you're writing by every choice of courage, every choice of vision. Be the abundance that you already are, and surprise yourself what is possible when you remove limitations and beliefs of scarcity. This was Katerina Satori. So wonderful to spend this time with me, with me together. If you'd like to stay connected, please leave a comment. Let me know what resonates with you from this video. And of course, you can find more about my work on my website, katerinasatori.com. Until then, may you be blessed, may you prosper. And if you want some support, I often share and teach free deep dive webinar trainings. So make sure that you are on my email list, that you can join my website to be informed when I teach those free trainings. Until then, remember, abundance doesn't need to be created. It's already encoded in this reality. What needs to be removed is the beliefs and limitation that have been implanted into you, either by yourself or your peers or your society. Remove those, continue removing those, and surprise yourself what is possible when you choose to follow your inspiration, live your life in service to others. Abundance begins to chase you when you remember abundance is who you are.